Welcome everyone back to the Spearhead cast. Me Matt. And we're free on Village Assault. So let's go through the players. It's a Western Front battle. We have talentless failure outcast, the United States of America. Not moving yet. Oh, he's just gone for US Rifle Company. Okay, interesting. We have Mr. Whitey White, who is also as the United States without a commander. And finally, Before Eagle as Ranger Company for the United States of America. Starting out with a Ranger demo team. Ooh, I like this. I like to see the demo teams coming out nowadays. We have Nadex as Panzerdivision for the Wehrmacht. SS something as the Wehrmacht without a commander, sure shit. And Smokey as Infanteriedivision for the Wehrmacht. It's triple Wehrmacht versus triple United States on a custom map called Village Assault. This should be very fascinating. Lots of blue and gray coming out, as expected if you're playing as riflemen sometimes, I guess. It is very cheap riflemen, you can get a fair few of, so generally handy. It's a very interesting looking urban map, so I expect there's going to be a lot of urban fighting. Well, Wehrmacht by this historic glider is setting up defenses, but the Rangers are showing up now. Now, a cheeky move would be to see if you can sneak through with the Rangers and get up behind and open fire. But that might be a little bit too late because he's already revealed himself. Meanwhile, the Wehrmacht is slowly just securing territory. But they need to find a way to connect this point up. Not gonna be... Oh, he's sneaking. Oh, he's going for double. Oh, demo squad. Is he going for full-on only Rangers? Because I appreciate that if he does that, instead of just using riflemen and such. Rangers are pretty cool. And he's going to be fighting in forested area up here with some cover and everything around this fort depot of some kind, it looks like. He's going to secure more territory. There's armor troops, so I guess we have seen a command just from Whitey White. It's armor company. Okay, so we have rifle, ranger, and armored. That's a pretty good combination. The Germans, we have Panzer, Infanterie, and Panzer. So double Panzer, okay. I could scale very much into the late game. Needs to be done correctly, though. Get ready to displace. The charge is being prepared by the aviation on here. Ready is moving up through the town. American riflemen have set up inside these buildings, though, armed with carbines. Germans do control both field points at the moment. The Allies do need to make another move somewhere. I want to see what these Rangers do. They'll need to act quickly, though, because the more time they give the Germans to dig in, the worse it's going to be for them in the long run, I think. But I think these Rangers should really start sneaking. Oh, here's getting a rifleman, though. Probably to work as a distraction and just to help fight on the front line. MT-34 arriving for the Wehrmacht. Actually, they're all Wehrmacht, so... MT-34 arriving for the Panzer Division in the northern flank. Oh, there's two of these frontline command outposts. Okay, that's cool. Fighting going on in the town now, or at least from the town. Americans pushing up quite aggressively on the buildings. Throwing a smoke grenade. That's smart. That's gonna buy themselves some time to get further up. Lots of cover here to use, actually. This is a pretty cover-intense map. Also, he's coming up behind here. Doing great, throwing grenades. That's a lot of grenades. That's a great assault. And more Americans pushing up as well. We need to utilize the chance while they have it. Meanwhile, the Americans are demo charging some of the buildings. One Blue and Gray squad down. Blue and Gray are very poor quality infantry, so they are easier to hit. But there is a lot of them, and they are cheap, as I stated. They can get a lot of them. Rangers have snuck up into the forward base here. MT-34 has been set up, though. Oh, one of the Rangers have already been armed with Thompsons. Okay. Pioneers have laid a minefield. That's going to make it a lot difficult for the Rangers to do anything. They're retreating, though. Hopefully the Rangers noticed there was a minefield there, so they'll sneak around and get down here instead, I think. Because I think they need to destroy this position, in all honesty. This fort assembly area can wait. Especially if you ask me. American riflemen are sitting up around. So the southern flank is also secure. They're laying mines. Wanting to deny this area as well.
Production upgrade accomplished.
Wehrmacht soldiers just holding up behind this, in front of this church. Not really have engaging. Not really have seen any Americans. Most of the town is in the hands of the Americans, though, thanks to the blue and gray.
Alright, here's the thing. He hasn't got a clue what's going on.
More mines being laid. Another S minefield.
Yes?
Well, that's going to make it a lot harder for the Rangers to move about. Bazooka team coming out for the Rangers. What are they planning to do, I wonder?
We are ready for action.
One Ranger squad is sneaking up. But they'll need to be wary of the minefields. Oh, are they laying a demo charge? Oh, they are. Planning demo charges. It's gonna make it a nightmare for the Germans if they take up cover behind those areas. You could also lay mines with these guys, I think. That's a pretty cheeky move. Wehrmacht is trying to fight out here against the blue and grey though from in the fields. A lot of them without Gewehr 43s and MP40s, so that's actually a good upgrade for the kind of urban environments they're gonna be fighting in. Well, I think a flamethrower for the Volksgrenadiers might also have been a good choice. That's my own opinion. That's a lot of blue and grey. Armored carbines, no less. At least one of them is. The blue and grey, as I said, are poor quality infantry, so their power is quantity, not quality. Well, the Wehrmacht is not really engaging much. Critical sitting up here. Going with a good vantage point on this part of the town for entry.
Combat unit ready for action.
Vertical is opening fire. Well, the Germans have to be very careful, but they do have a mortar coming out. 8.14 centimeter. I have mortars coming in 81 millimeter. Double 81 millimeter, actually. Rangers haven't really made much of a move yet. Yeah, I've got a lot of support teams coming out, though. Just waiting in ambush positions. Yeah, well, we have a little bit of a great kinetic exchange in this part of the town. Vertical's moving a little bit further back. You're seeing a lot of exchanges in this urban area. Field medic station set up for the United States. Bound to reinforce and get some medical attention here.
Steady up, fellas. I got orders coming. Remember Italy?
US infantry lieutenant is also in the building now. If you're playing as rifle company, your officers are actually pretty decent combatants as the United States, so it's a good choice.
Squad, get ready.
And even your major late one is a 5-man squad, which can really escalate things. Doing great reinforcing here rapidly. Rangers are laying mines. 6 mine, and this is just an M2 personal mine. But still, there's been barely any fighting for the Panzer division on the north flank and the Rangers. It's been quite silent. That's a very weak building.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
More MT-34s coming out, and more Volksgrenadiers as well. I guess the Americans just don't want to escalate the battle up there at the moment. Just trying to deny ground. You know, it does look most of the fighting will be taking place inside the town here. Infantry Lieutenant also present. But the Wehrmacht Infantry also works as a very good combat officer. More double riflemen coming out. I'm wondering if the Americans are planning to do something to do that. To do something with that MG. Because there is a lot of S-mines here. And that's very smart from the Germans, because the Germans were liberal users of mines in the battlefield, so it fits pretty well. Also, they're setting up here again with the MP40s. It is verticals in a very bad spot.
Taking fire! We lost a gun crew!
Oh, smoking and then pushing. Very smart.
Round's taking pot shots at us!
There's another MG setting up though.
What do you need?
Both Grenadiers down though. They're just trying to deny squads of the Wehrmacht there. This is the kind of battle where mortars are a lot more handy because we are fighting in an urban environment. Oh, we also have 3rd Rifle Division coming out for the US armor. Unique riflemen available to them. Pretty good for supporting vehicles. No movement on the southern flank yet. Very silent down here. Germans have a steady air commando bunker here though. Fire for effect in this area.
Grenadiers here!
Rangers have not yet made their move.
We can now dispatch WC-51
Need to be very cautious with them, I guess. But they have made this area a little bit of a pain if the Germans ever want to fight there.
Lieutenant has been assigned to field ops.
But if you could get a Ranger recon behind enemy lines in some area in the mines, that could become really dangerous. Lieutenant is still holding up here. Being armed with cheaper Thompsons. Germans are digging in with a trench there. Commander bunker is serving as a retreat point for the Germans. I'm going to reinforce near the front line. Looks like we have daybreak. Interesting, we have a day and night cycle on this map. That's cool to see. The sun has risen. Looks like the 3rd Infantry are preparing to push up here. More smoke going in for the US of A.
Knock it off. Listen up. We're taking lead over here. Orders.
Good grenade, clearing out the machine gun. Lots of smoke going in.
Listen up.
Panzer Grenadiers trying to hold up here with an MG34. I don't think they'll be able to last with all the firepower coming towards the building.
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Americans are slowly going for the point up here. Machine gun is in a good position though. At least I think it is. It's not actually able to shoot on them.
Panzer IV command tanks can now be deployed.
So the US are securing this area slowly. Or they might be short soon enough. German are trying to move to the town from this angle. We also have a command Luke's coming around. The command Luke's now revealing itself, attacking the mortars. US does have anti-tank teams scattered around. So if this Luke's get into a bad spot, it could get hit by a bazooka. But this one should probably activate its ambush at this point. 48Q set up by the US Rangers. 548 on the Lukes. An AT gun coming up quickly. Artillery going in this part of the town and a command steward arriving. Looks like the Lieutenant is leading the assault, having been out with Sturmgewehrs. He's leading the front from the front line himself. Being an inspirational example for his men. Artillery pulled in at that F-57. Germans are slowly making some headway into the town again. Commander for H has also arrived for the Northern Panzer Division. Lieutenant arriving for the Rangers. There's a minefield present. He's calling artillery on it. 25mm. Almost killed the machine gunner. The Panzer IV H is present. Now, if it drives up here, it might be in trouble, because it does know there's mines. Mines will be a problem here for the Germans, I think. Oh, lots of half-tracks being prepared by the Rangers. Is he gonna prepare for full-on mechanized push? Might be.
Half-track, ready for action.
Just Rangers need to get out of there, they can see where the Panzer IV is. They don't know where it will go, that's always the thing. Let's say it's designed to hold up there.
Waiting orders. Half-track is ready for orders.
We have more fighting in the town here between the infantry and infanterie alongside the command steward. Americans are trying to go for the point here, using a lot of smoke. The command looks still have an angle on them. They have captured it though, denying the field to the Germans for now.
We can now
That's a... Wait, is he going for crowd mowers? Triple crowd mowers, what the fuck? What kind of intriguing tactics does he have planned here? But the mines disabled the tracks. I'm not sure what the Americans are planning there. I remember having a good urban engagement down here. Stormtroopers even arriving at a command Panzer IV-J. Stuka going in on the American position here around this fountain. Oh my. Yeah, Stuka completely destroyed the fountain there. Ostwind arriving for the Panzer Division. Germans pushing forwards again on the north here. And Luke just keeps holding the front line here. There's these tank hunters waiting. He needs to spring that ambush. He's been detected, he needs to spring that ambush. Oh, he's too close though. And he could have thrown a composite B there. Good shot. Now he's gonna throw a composite B on it. That worked out in the end. Meanwhile, the Wehrmacht is still trying to get into the town on this angle. They're meeting a lot more resistance than they probably anticipated.
To additional battlefield options.
US armor has gotten a command Sherman. The problem is they have to deal with these tanks. It's not going to be the easiest thing for these Americans to do. Good shot there, killing the gun on the Ostwind. No penetration on the H. Yeah, it's very hard for an anti-tank gun to be done. Oh! Keep bazooka on the Rangers here.
Gun crew just got wiped out.
No penetration though. Command ship pushes up. You know, the fighting in the town is slowed down for a while. But we are fighting up here in the forest instead. Ranger demo teams are still just hiding up there. More mines are present though. But the Americans might finally be able to take this fuel. That machine gun is still being a problem, but it got taken out. Looks like the third infantry division is also fighting the town now alongside the blue and grey. Lieutenant is still holding this part of the front. And that's a Stuk. A Stuk might have gotten a little bit too close. But the Shermans are not hitting. Not the Shermans, the bazookas, I mean. But the fuel's now in Allied hands. Took them a while. A little fighting on the southern flank here. Looks like it's been fully ignored. Infantry Lieutenant is already veteran C5. That's going to make him quite exceptional. Looks like the Norfolk Panzer forces lost most of their infantry, so they're getting a lot more support weapons instead. 76 command tank arriving, but just as artillery lands. That's not good. Oh, that's a big artillery coming in this area. Oh, destroying it. A lot of the US forces. Looting the lieutenant. That was a big assault barrage called in there by the Germans. Flattening that part of the town entirely. Very brutal. Definitely looks like it hurt. That Panzer IV is actually immobilized. They're trying to get combusted B, but I don't think they'll have the time for it because the German infantry is coming in tight. Oh, they got the combusted B off.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being
Destroying the Panzer IV. But there's a lot of Wehrmacht infantry coming in. They're all veteran. Led by the lieutenant himself. The lieutenant, rather. Artillery coming in though, immobilizing the command Panzer IV. But the German infantry keeps pushing. They don't have a lot to stop commands to unless they can get close, I think. 776 pushing up here again. Rangers to set up good ambush positions. So the Panzer Division is now slowly starting to get pushed back by the Rangers. The town is firmly almost under German hands at this point. They push back the Americans quite intensely. They're gonna go for command Sherman here. Panzer IV killed it. Well, more American Shermans are hitting the field now. Ranger recon's moving up. There's still mines though, I think. Need to be very cautious wherever they move. Duguay's not going to do much against the 76, I think. Yep. 76 is far too frontally armored. I suppose the 76 even destroys the squads. So while the Germans have secured the town, it's turned around that the Americans are securing the northern forest by the looks of it. So we have a lot of changes happening on the battlefields everywhere. One Panzerfaust did not destroy that Sherman. Same with the Panzer's right there, but I missed. Tiger is coming out though. Full-on Tiger tank being prepared. Rifle fake being called in doing great, just lack any AT weapons though. Well, looks like the Shermans went down to the Panzerjägers. All said this one was pulled back for repairs at the now American repair station. One more Shermans are arriving though for the US Armor Company. Like, if they had the munitions, they could probably invest in Thunder Run, which is the ability where all your Shermans, the basic ones, gets access to just having high explosive. But it is a very expensive upgrade. 240 munitions is not cheap. More coming inside the town though, or what's left of it. Stormtroopers being overwhelmed by firepower. You know, the Americans also pushing up here now. And the Tiger tank is arriving though. That Tiger's gonna have a lot of work cut out for it though. This Sherman's pushing pretty far on the flank. No penetration. Those side skirts are saving that Panzer IV a lot. There we go, one penetrating shot, but now the Tiger's there. It'll be called in. Ooh, and the Tiger might quickly lure it into a crossfire here. You always have to, oh, good shot there from the Firefall effect. You always have to be careful when you move your Tiger. You don't want to be caught in the crossfire somewhere. I think that Sherman might actually be aiming to get out of there.
Crew ready. Tiger tank.
Looks like it might. That Sherman just saved its own ass. Well, the Americans are building up another push inside the town.
Waiting orders. Command has promoted us.
They also have a 105 Sherman present. EC8 coming up for the armor company. Cougar called in at this point. That fountain has taken a lot of damage today. But the water effects are still spurring from it because I think it's a separate effect. Oh, you can just walk into the water, oh god. Tiger tank moving northwards. Yeah, because I'm not letting any mines here. That demo squad's gonna get spotted. They've been spotted.
We just lost a medium tank.
And he needs to get out of there. Meanwhile, the Rangers are assaulting in the central point here.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward.
They also have Panzerfaust, but they're not using them.
Long-range artillery. Now
Rangers have to have moved out of the vehicle. Raid assault going out. Looks like the Rangers went out, but the half-targets suffer.
Squad has been killed.
Meanwhile, Panzer 4H pushing up here. EC8 has arrived though. Ooh, the Tiger might hit this mine. And yeah, hurting it. But didn't stop it. So buy the Allies a little bit more time there. Looks like the town is definitely shifting a lot.
We're losing a capture point.
Armored convoy here for the Wehrmacht on the southern flank.
Area secure.
Oh, and the demo charge also went off, almost destroying the Tiger there. Very cheeky attempt. I applaud that. It was pretty nice, but it just wasn't enough. Perhaps one more mine or one more demo charge in that area would have done it. But it's gonna allow the US to push up. There's still minefields though.
Good to go. Listen up.
Stuk is down, and the Tiger is still in peril. So this Ranger squad can get up there. Ah, there's too much smoke obscure. Oh, the Tiger actually went down.
We lost an infantry unit.
Yeah, that's the thing that happens when you cannot see each other up close. It's a little bit awkward. There we go.
Enemy contact. Infantry inbound. Target down.
Yeah, the Tiger is down. That was pretty big loss for the Germans. And the Northern Wehrmacht has lost practically everything. Holy shit. Happened quickly. You know, the Allies just need to push into the town again. They do still have their 76. Guess the EC8 went down? That is a lot of Panzer IVs right there, and they are very veteran. Because they're securing more territory. Stealing a Panzerbüchse, okay. More 558 called in this area. Jumbo coming up for Ranger Company. An up-armored Sherman with more frontal armor than a Tiger, by the way. Absolutely nuts. And the 558 destroying more of the Panzer IVs.
One of our panzers has been destroyed.
Rangers are gonna advance more on this flank now. As the Northern Wehrmacht has lost practically everything. He's getting a second Tiger though. He's hoping the Tigers will save him against the Rangers.
Stand by. Orders.
And the Blue and Grey has taken very heavy losses today. Which is not that much of a surprise because the Blue and Grey did take 300% casualties, I think, which is absolutely nuts.
Incoming. Gunner's hurt.
And we have a little bit of a tank battle inside the town now.
Let's get her going. Get eyes on.
Just riflemen moving around here. They might want to get up behind and throw a composite B on it. Well, that's definitely what they're doing. There we go. Composite B and that Panzer IV. That thing is basically dead. Yep. Or however, they also pushed up here and destroyed the 76. And another German tank gone. Oh my god. Everyone is just dying in this town. This Leutnant should not be able to hold this for long. Oh, that mortar might just have saved the Leutnant, but nope. Another rifleman from the other side took a shot. And here's the second Tiger.
Tiger ready.
I'm wondering if SS is waiting to get the King Tiger, but he has barely used anything here. He has some infantry out. They just need to be at the front line where they're actually useful. He has a unit there waiting, but he's not getting enough command points because he's not participating enough in the battle, I think. But you do need to participate in the battle to get command points. Good attempt with that Gibraltar. Here comes the Jumbo. Up-armored Sherman to insane levels. Building high explosive shell. But here comes the Tiger, it's going straight for the town. So the Tiger might be aiming for a flank on the Jumbo if it's lucky. Now this Tiger's gonna be in a vulnerable spot, it's gonna be alone in here. Artillery called in. because it's 155 millimeter high explosive. Damage engine on the Tiger because he used displace. It has a chance of blowing up. Oh, it's been immobilized. It's an easy target. That's the only thing about heavy tanks. They are very clunky and can easily become immobilized. But unless the Germans can pull everything together to save that Tiger, I think that Tiger might basically be lost. I've been out trying to do something, but they don't have the composite B they need.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
More Pioneers are coming up behind, and the other tanks are supporting. Artillery called in. Now the Jumbo is flanking. Artillery called in though. Ooh, and a bomb on it. And indeed the Tiger went down again. The heavy tanks are never really doing that well. And the Northern Panzer Division has lost everything. They have no units left. That's an insane amount of losses. I think SS should probably just get something out instead of just saving up all the resources. They need some kind of armor out in the field to support their allies. Because the allies are just slowly, the Americans are just slowly getting more and more power. Luftland has been called in. Well, that's an intriguing thing. I don't know if you could give them that. They have been with the MG15 with V-Patrone. Okay. So they're using the same bullets that planes use, essentially, in aerial combat. I did not know they got that weapon. That's an intriguing one. Means they could deal with light vehicles. That's surprising. I did not know they actually would do that. Anyway, that's the Luftland. It's essentially a battle group call in for Infantry Division. I was informed that the Luftland were essentially not a Luftwaffe force. It was essentially an airborne division that would be moving with planes so they could get around the various battlefronts easier. Very interesting concept. You also do have some Fallschirmjägers though there. Luftland is in a big firefight here though. They're pretty cool with them getting armor-piercing MG15s. That's a cool little addition. SS is down-tagging, I think. Probably to get some more support weapons. But SS needs to bring their troops out to support their German allies. They need to help hold the town and retake it somehow. Again, if Panzer out in the open against a 50 cal on a half track, probably not a good idea out in the open road with negative cover. You can see it makes them very easy targets. Panzer Force trying to move into the town again. Jumbo's gonna try and intercept them here. But they're gonna penetrate it. Oh man, that's actually hurting the Jumbo a lot. And there it goes. We have a Pershing? I completely missed the Pershing was called in. Holy shit. I don't expect the Pershing. These guys do have Panzerfausts.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
That Pershing might be in a dangerous position. Looks like it's pulling back. And it looks like the Americans are finally pushing on the other flank down here. Realizing there was probably not a lot to stop them. Yeah, SS really needs to bring some more of his troops out to the front.
Boys, you ready to roll out?
Another Jumbo being called in by the Rangers. This Ranger can still be recovered. It might work to do that, who knows? But the repair station has been set up. I'll repair the American tanks in this part of the town. Rangers is still present here. Oh, good shot from the fast truck though. Going the half track, but not the Rangers.
Vehicle just got destroyed.
Rangers are gonna throw a grenade here. No, that's a satchel actually. Don't think that machine gun is getting out of there. Nope. And the Rangers is just proving to be way too big of a problem here to deal with. Only Luftland the troops are remaining. Holy shit. Okay. And the Pershing is slowly gonna start moving up now, I think. The Panzerfaust. Another Sherman down. Looks like the Jumbo has been recruited, just needs to be repaired. Command tank is securing some more territory for Germany up there. But they need more out. They need more weapons. And that Jumbo's not going to be easy to have a duel with over long distance. Because that's pretty high frontal armor. I think it has more frontal armor than the Pershing. It does. It has 300 more frontal armor points than the Pershing does. That's absolutely nuts. No wonder the Pershing was reevaluated as a medium tank after the war. Because if you can just make Shermans with higher frontal armor, then what's the point of the Pershing? As opposed to Sherman, the Pershing does have a bigger gun.
They got wiped out.
Oh no! There goes the Jumbo. God damn it. Looks like they were trying to push down here, but too many Americans were awaiting them. Overall, it's not looking good for the Germans here, but this command tank is slowly getting some ground again. Okay. Guess the Rangers are too focused on other flanks at the moment. But the Panzer Grenadiers are digging trenches now. Probably not a job they like to do. The Panzer IV still fighting in this street. Artillery called in on the Panzer Grenadiers there. And artillery called in on the Panzer IVs as well. Blue Wave throwing a sticky bomb, which I don't think will do much. Yeah, did not do much at all. Which is kind of to be expected. Meanwhile, the Rangers are securing the southern flank here.
Under attack. Enemy forces are securing our territory.
But that is allowing the Germans to re-secure the northern flank here. But the Rangers not being present. Tank on the side, waiting in ambush. But the bazooka did not penetrate. The other one did, though. Well, that's a lot of American infantry coming this way, alongside a major as well. These Panzer IVs have to relocate quickly. We have even more Luftlander called in. I guess Smoke is relying entirely on the Luftlander at this point. Try and help hold the front line together. Oh, but they're being mowed down out in the open. So that is 3 Panzer IVs against the Jumbo. And they got it. Second artillery called in though.
We just lost a unit.
So the Panzer IVs managed to hold off the Rangers push down here though. Artillery called in on the Panzer IVs though. They're pushing ahead. They want to kill those Rangers. The machine guns seem to be winning out at the moment. Remember, that is a lot of machine guns on the Panzer IV. It's 3 machine guns. If you have upgraded with the top one. This one doesn't though. Actually it does, it's just been suppressed. 105 Sherman being shot to pieces by the Panzer IVs. And these Panzer IVs are doing a great job.
A medium tank was just lost.
Probably, yeah, they're also benefiting from a radiant ability. Like the Americans do. So they are essentially fighting better if they're coordinating with one another. Artillery called in. Need to avoid the Americans getting too close because of Composite B. Oh, that Composite B did not hit. They might still hurt the tank. They immobilized it. Luftlander pushing up on more artillery is going in. More Panzer Force has been immobilized here. Command Sherman about to be flanked by this command Panzer IV. One Panzer IV down. Panzer IV won out a little close encounter, but has to pull back, I think. And well, Pershings are pushing northwards. Anti-rifle shots, naval rifle shots are landing. Not sure what SS is doing. He needs to get some more. He needs to get some tanks out. He has the resources. Oh, it's not good to see. Oh, good job with these Panzer IVs from Smokey. Did a lot of good work there. Good job with these Panzer Grenadiers at least. They seem to be pushing up pretty well here for now. An American rifleman squad coming up, probably try another Composite B.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
They should probably get suppressed by the machine guns. Yep. Church goes down in flames. Oh god, everything is just falling apart here. Stu arriving, that will deal with the American infantry. And even more artillery called in on these Panzer IVs. So much artillery. MP-34s being equipped on these Luftlanders.
We have a forward structure under attack.
Smoke called in on the Panzer IV. But yeah, a lot more outdated equipment being equipped on the German infantry coming at this point. They just need any weapons they can get. Well, the Pershing is pushing up. And that's probably a dead Panzer IV now, just the Composite B. Oh, nope, not killing it. There it goes, the Pershing gets the killing shot though.
Enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
The German situation is getting very, very critical. Americans are preparing to push again, I think. EC8 and Pershing in the center of the town. Are they planning to move down the main road is the question. Rangers pushing northwards again. Overrunning what little Wehrmacht forces remain. There's not many Wehrmacht forces left up there. In fact, there's practically none. It's just a Pack 40, which is quickly turning back around.
We are losing a sector.
The Stu is threatening this main street, though. Thanks to his mounted howitzer. The command looks called out. Some more Panzer Grenadiers are being prepared this time. Yeah, arriving at Veterancy Free thanks to the Kampfkraft Center. It just needs to be utilized as well instead of just sitting back at the base. Artillery called in on the German armored forces here. It's a fire for effect. Fire for effect heat. That's actually a really good choice against the armored forces. Easy 8 going in for the Panzer IV.
Forming one of our emplacements.
Panzer IV cannot turn its turret fast enough. Now there's also a Pershing coming in. Command tank down. And the Stu is now in trouble. Didn't penetrate.
We are losing Soldaten.
Panzergrenadiers are actually trying to make a move inside now for once. But too late, they don't have that Panzer. They don't have that Panzerschreck. This EC8 will mow them down.
Our brave infantry is dying.
German 76 going for the German base area now. And Jumbo threatening his pack. Good high explosive shot.
Enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Another Panzer IV-H has arrived for the Germans though in desperation.
Forward structure under attack.
But German base is now being threatened. Panzer hitting that tank on the flank, killing it. Artillery called in though. Let's have a lot of artillery on their hotbars for some of these commanders, but it looks like the Germans at this point surrender, probably because they did not really do as much as they probably wanted to. It was quite a match though. I enjoyed it. At least some of it. I really think SS could probably have done some more, but he might be a new player and that's entirely understandable then. But at least just don't have your units sitting back in the base and do nothing is what I'd say. Be out there and support your allies, even if it's just a little bit. It always helps. I'll see you all in the next one, everyone. Bye-bye.